Honorable Speaker, you know, the Honorable Deputy Majority Leader was a drama teacher in school, so he speaks with a lot of expressions when making a point, and that is very good. But be that as it may, Honorable Speaker, what we are seeking in this procedural motion, Honorable Speaker, is to exempt the business, Honorable Speaker, of today, this very morning, because ideally, it's within the knowledge of members that Wednesday mornings are preserved for the private members' bill, and it can only be through the movement of this House, the agreement by this House, that we exempt that business so that you can dispense of the government business. Honorable Speaker, that is very crucial. Honorable Speaker, one of the very serious business that you really need to dispense of, Honorable Speaker, that is in the order paper, is the social protection bill. I see several members really confusing the bill that is in order 11 and the bill that was also in the order paper yesterday, Honorable Speaker. And I want to assure the honorable members that the bill that is in order 11 is a private member's bill. Very, very different from what members, think to be the, what should be on the order paper, Honorable Speaker. So we seek to exempt the business, Honorable Speaker, of today, so that you can push forward the business of the social protection. But, Honorable Speaker, I was surprised when Honorable Owen said that the reason why we are pushing for the social protection bill is to support people like the Honorable member for Kwanza. And I don't know what he meant. I don't know whether the Honorable member for Kwanza is 75 and requires the 2,000 shillings and in a month. But if indeed he requires, when eventually it goes up, it will be very good. So, and he should have mentioned the other members, the Honorable Yusuf, the Honorable member for Kwanza, and several others, Honorable Speaker, who was 75, Honorable Speaker, and above. And with that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to second. And Honorable Moroto, too.
Honorable members, I now propose the question that this House resolves to exempt the business appearing on order number 9 in today's order paper from the provisions of Standing Order 43, being a Wednesday morning, a day allocated for the business not sponsored by the majority or minority party or business sponsored by a committee. I can give one or two people to say something. Honorable Millie, would you like to speak? Okay, honorable members, I now put the question that this House resolves to exempt the business appearing on order number 9 in today's order paper from the provisions of Standing Order 43, being a Wednesday morning, a day allocated for business not sponsored by the majority or minority party or business sponsored by a committee. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? No. The ayes have it. Next order.
Order number 9, the Social Protection Bill, National Assembly Bill number 12 of 2025, second reading, resumption of debate.
Yeah, so honorable members, I think this particular bill had been moved, it had been seconded, so now we are just proceeding, and proposed, so now we are proceeding with the debate. So, Honorable Millie Odhiambo, you had said you wanted to contribute to this bill?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I wish to thank you for giving me this opportunity. And Madam Speaker, I, at the onset, want to say that I support this bill. Madam Speaker, when I first came into Parliament, I was originally moving actually a similar bill. But I spoke with the late Honorable Joyce Laboso, who also had a similar idea, and agreed to cede my bill to it. Madam Speaker, the reason why I think this bill is very good and very timely, Madam Speaker, is because, Madam Speaker, all my life, this is what I witnessed. My mother was a social worker, working with the County Council of Homa Bay those days. And Madam Speaker, this is all that she did all her life. cushioning vulnerable persons. And Madam Speaker, one of the things that was very clear then was that our house, we were used to people coming in when they were not even able to get government support. And my mom helped a lot of people. Young people get, young bright people get access to Starehe Boys Center. Then we didn't have a Starehe Girls Center. A lot of people get medical assistance and others. Of course, at this point in time, we also have different systems of assistance through, the government. But I'm happy that this social protection bill will actually then ensure that we take care of the vulnerable in a more consolidated and cohesive manner. I know that when Honorable Joyce brought her bill, it has not actually been actualized. And so this coming from the government will get the actual support that is needed. I know Honorable Masara has brought in a similar bill, and I wish the government side had actually spoken to Honorable Masara before, because sometimes it's discouraging for a member of parliament to put in so much effort, and then midway you are told, no, now the government has brought one. Of course, it's much better when it's supported by the government, and especially when it's a member who is having a second or so term. Me, I've been here a long time. I've ceded a few of my bills to the government. Even more recently, Obedwanle had told me that they are taking over one of my bills, which I'm okay with, but so long as you make sure you don't lose the core concerns and interests that the member had in that bill. So I think it is in good order and out of courtesy that you should also talk to a member when the government wants to take over a bill that a member is doing, and just to agree so that you consolidate. Madam Speaker, one of the things that I'd want to say that I like about this bill is on the principles of the bill, Madam Speaker. And Madam Speaker, if you look at clause 5, clause 5 says the implementation of this act shall be guided by the following principles: equity, social justice, inclusiveness, non-discrimination, and participatory governance. Madam Speaker, when you talk about equity, it means that we'll be paying focus to especially marginalized and vulnerable groups, including women, including poor children, and areas that even have economically for many years been marginalized and not included in the system. And Madam Speaker, when you talk about non-discrimination, again, it's the same concept that brings in all those areas that have been left out. Madam Speaker, I'm also happy that the other principle that is raised in the bill is promotion of a rights-based approach to the delivery of social protection interventions. And Madam Speaker, when you are talking about a rights-based approach, Madam Speaker, it is an approach that ensures that there is participation by the public, and that and there's a component of accountability, and where people are not happy, that there's a process of an appeal system where you can actually raise concerns